So it would have been a whole nother ordeal. So that right there was, I take full responsibility. That was my fault. That world to believe in yourself, man. In this series, we're gonna be talking about TURO reviews and car rentals. Tune in, let me know how you feel, man. Comment, subscribe, and definitely like these videos. Peace. Well, I got one tire off and the car fell. The jack wasn't able to hold it. So it was just a lot going on. And throughout that time, I knew I had another rental, but I forgot to change the code on the lockbox. So when the lady came, she actually came and pulled up, and I was putting the tires back on the car, and I had forgot that I didn't change the code. I usually change the codes in my car, you know, after every trip. So I forgot that the code to the lockbox was still on the previous code that I had. I used the same codes over and over. I just rotate them. So I forgot it was the previous code. And I told her the code that I was going to use for her trip. So I'm there changing the tire. I said, oh yeah, the code is going to be this. You know, and I left and I kept going back to change the tire. And she was like, it's just not working. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I can't figure this thing out. And I was like, oh shit. So I came and I tried to figure it out myself. I wasn't like, oh, I was like, oh, come on, man. You see, I'm trying to change the tire. But, you know, of course I was trying to be quick. Oh, no, let me see if I can get it done. And I'm sitting there plugging in the code and it's not open. I'm like, fuck. Good thing I had a spare key inside. So I went inside and I was like, man, let me just try my old code. So I went, tried the old code and it opened. I was like, fuck, this lady's gonna think that she had a bad key and a bad thing. So I went outside and I told her, I said, hey, my apologies for the lockbox, but it works now. I put it on the code working right now, this and that. You know, I didn't tell her that I forgot the code because I felt like that would have been worse, but it still wound up making it into the review. And I think that's the main reason. I mean, I believe the gas gauge too is a good reason for me to get a 4-star, the slick tires as well as a 4-star. But that initial presentation, like as soon as you get to the car, it's hot outside and you're trying to get in and it's not working. The host tries to get in, it's not working. I had to go inside the house and to her probably try to figure out some way to open it up to get the key out and give it to her. So she's just like, this would have been a disaster if he hadn't been here. And it would have been because I would have given her the wrong code. So it would have been a whole nother ordeal. So that right there was, I take full responsibility. That was my fault. Of course, the other two things I couldn't really control. Fixing the tire, number one. I wanted to do that, of course. And then the gas gauge, something I'm not gonna fix. You know, I'm only gonna have the car probably for like another 10 months max. It's getting to that mileage, and yeah, so I'll probably be doing a video on the exit strategy I'm gonna do with that car. But so yeah, man, that's pretty much what happened there. It was just a brain fart on my end. I had a lot going on that morning, as I tried to give you a little background about it, but it caused me to get. It's part of the reason why I got a 4-star. But you know, TURO hosts out there, man, don't make the same boneheaded mistakes I do. Make sure you do what you're supposed to do as far as with your lockbox. Make sure everything's set before you go about your day, so that when the guest comes, everything is set for them, man. And actually, I had a guest rent another vehicle, my Jeep, last night. I don't know if you can see, I just got to the house. And they just informed me that the turning signal wasn't working, so I went and got me some turning signal lights, and I'm about to change that, you know. But they still gave me a 5-star review, so yeah. But yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace. As long as you believe you can't make it, you won't make it. If you believe that you can do it, you will do it.